All right, we're going to come to a kneeling position. So see if you can actually kneel, bottom on your heels. If you can't, if you've got a block or remember you have a cushion, put a cushion underneath you. Right, keep those knees and the quads a little stretched. And also tops of your feet and ankles if they're really stiff. And then arms out to the front, cross your right over your left. And then either give yourself a hug, backs of the hands together, or palms together. And lift your elbows. So we're stretching through the upper back, the back of the shoulders. And then release as we then take that right arm down the back and the left arm up, and see if you can grab hold of your hands. Yeah. And then try and keep your head up. So you don't want to be sort of forwards or pushing your head forwards. Again, you might need to, have a little towel, rub your top. And then release. And then we're going to take the arms out and cross the left over the right and use your bind. Lift the elbows. And let's stretch go across the back. Through the arms. As we take that left arm up, down, and right arm. Right. And then gently release. Shoulders will roll around. And then left up. All right, so shrugging your shoulders up, bring them right up to the ears, and then let them down. And again, bring them right up, hold, and then let them drop down. All right, so bring that right arm up and back over, and then grab hold of that elbow and just pull it across a little bit more than before. Keeping that head up. So you can basically pushing your head into the back of the arm. And then release, bring that hand forward and pull back on the fingers, stretching through the wrist and the forearm. And then push that hand back. So turn it around, pushing the wrist the other way, pushing the hand against the wrist. All right, and then the other arm. Grab hold of that elbow, pull it across and back and down, keeping that head up. release, and then forward, it's pulled back on the fingers. Push. And then release. Right, roll those wrists around. And let's come over into our child's pose. We take our legs wide, well, our knees wide, sorry. So you want the toes together, and then bring your knees to the edge of your mat. Sit your bottom back and arms forward, lowering your head down. Lifting the chest, coming up, bringing your right arm facing up, and reach it through. So thread the needle, drop your head down, turning to the left. And now you can also then wrap your left arm around to open up that shoulder again. And then bring that hand down and then come back up. And then kneeling into an upright position. Don't worry, we'll get to the other side. We're stepping the right leg forward, getting a little hip stretch, and reach your arms up. And then we're pulling them down, squeezing back into cactus. And then reach up and down. Up and down. And bring those hands down and step that right foot out to the right side. And then slide it away, getting that inner thigh stretch. And then bring that leg in. And just going into a cat stretch. So rounding out, tucking the hips, dropping the head, lifting and separating the shoulder blades. And then dipping the spine, lifting the head into the cow. And again. And into the cow. Right, and then taking those knees wide again, toes are together. Let's go for that other side. So we're taking our left arm now and reaching it through, dropping the head down, looking to the right. And if you want, wrapping that right arm around. And then bring that right hand back, pressing up. Bringing those knees in, lifting and stepping your left leg forward. Just leaning in a little bit to get that hip stretch. Reach those arms up and then pull down into the cactus arms, but let's hold it here and squeeze back. And then bring those hands down onto the inside, taking that left leg out to the left side. Next, get on. So slide that left leg away into that stretch for the inner thigh. Keep holding. And then bring that leg back in. And then come back to that position on the knees. All right, so now we're going to separate the knees. And then take your hands back behind you. Okay. Again, you might need to have your hands up on a chair. All right, but if you can, stay here. Or take your feet out to the side a little bit so that you can bring your bottom down in the middle. Only if you can. And then maybe you can lean back onto the back of your arms, or maybe you're able to lie down. Lie down. Just wherever you can get to. And then come back up. Back up. Oh, onto hands and knees. Bring those knees underneath you. And then stepping your right foot now to the outside of your right hand. So we're into that low lunge. And we're lifting the chest, taking the right hand onto the inside of the knee, and then push it out. So you kind of want to turn that right foot slightly out so that we can push onto the blade edge of the foot. And then if you can, straighten that arm out and then look over your right shoulder. Really opening up that line. And then release. Bring the hand down. And then we're bringing this right foot across to go into pigeon. Cross, take that knee down. Now you can stay here in your pigeon, or if you are able to, or if you would like, you can bend your left leg and pick it up. Hold it while you're in your pigeon. Otherwise, just hold your pigeon. So this also is a nice little shoulder opener because my foot's pushing against my hand, which is pulling that shoulder joint. Right, release your foot if you've got hold of it and hold on to that pigeon. And maybe now you can go down a little bit lower. So maybe you can lower your chest down. It's a nice hold here. If you know people that get sciatica or something, this pigeon pose is actually really good for that. And then just pushing back up and bringing that left knee to the back of the right foot. And going into a twist around to the right. And then coming back, and we're going to change the legs over. Come to your hands and knees and step your left foot forward to the outside of your left hand. And then bring your left hand to the inside of the knee as we push it out. Start with that hip opener. So trying to straighten that arm if you can, and then look over that left shoulder. Then release it. And then walk that left foot now across behind the left hand to go into the pigeon, that knee down. So remember, you've got that choice of that 90-90. If you can't do pigeon, otherwise you've got the choice here of picking that back leg up. Oh, it's cramping one. And then releasing that foot if you've got hold of it. And then let's lower down into our pigeon for that nice long hold for about 30 seconds. And then pressing back up to bring that right knee to the left heel. You weren't already there. And then twisting around to the left in that open twist. And then release and come to the front, straighten out the legs. And then bend your right knee. So plug it in. And then bring your right arm or onto the inside. Now you can reach towards your toes. You can wrap your right arm around and then your left hand around to grab hold. You've got the choice. Do a bind. You can just reach wherever you can get to. You might be just sitting upright. That might be enough. Keep that left foot active, toes up. And then release. Bend the left knee. All right, so coming down, we're going to go into figure 4. Right ankle on left knee. And then reach through, grab behind the left thigh and pull in towards you, or leave that foot down, press that knee out. Whatever you can do. And then undo that leg, rock yourself up. Right, let's come back to that 90-90 with those feet. So right leg, left knee goes behind the right foot. So now we're twisting the other way. So left hand goes around, right hand comes around into the closed twist. Then come back to the front, and then we're going to reach forwards. So we're going to reach our body over our right leg. And then if you want, you can move around your body around to the right side. So you're lengthening down that left side a little bit more. You can reach your arms forward. And then walk your hands in and come back up to both knees up. Take them the width of your mat and just let them drop from side to side. And then take the legs wide. All right, we will get to the other side. All right, so we want those toes active. All right, sit up tall. This might be enough for you if you want or are able to without with your toes collapsing or round now. So forward. And bring it in and bring those legs together. And then bring it. So let's reach towards our toes. Release. And bring the soles of the feet in. Pushing down on the knees. And then straighten your right leg out. Left knee up. All right, so we're doing that other side now. Keep the right toes active. Bring your left arm onto the inside. So that might be enough. Reach towards your toes. Or you can take that. No. Or you can wrap around. No. Or come here. Right onto the laptop. He's eyeing off the laptop. And then release. Bring the right leg in, and we're taking the lying back, doing our left ankle onto right knee. Going into our figure 4 stretch for about 30 seconds. And then release. And then coming up to that 90-90 on the other side. So we've got the right heel to the left. Sorry, right knee to the left heel, I meant to say. And let's go to that closed twist. So rotating to the right, looking over the right shoulder. And then coming back to the front as we now come over the front, leaning down. And if you want, now take your chest over your left knee. Just walk around to the left a little bit to lengthen down that right side. And then if you want, you can reach your arms forward. Nice stretch down that back. And then bring it back in. It's up. Yeah, just drop them from side to side. Two more. Good, and then just lying back, hugging the knees into the chest. Try and pull them right in so that your lower back comes off the mat, so it gets a nice little stretch. And then left leg onto the ground, and then pulling your right knee across to the left side. And then bring it back to the middle and swap it over. Left knee going across. Back, and then coming into happy baby. Both knees in, drop hold your feet. Pull the knees towards your armpit. Rock side to side. Massaging that lower back because we want to press the lower back into the floor here. And then release, scrub the knees and just gently rock yourself back up. the shoulders drop. And take a nice deep breath in. Hold. And exhale out. And we are done. And Betsy. Good boy. He's a good boy.